Cheers, Muses. I'm Erica Papillon-Posey, and welcome to another episode of Suits Souls by EPP, where I inspire you toward your style muse with timeless, classic, prim looks from my boudoir, as well as some content to assist you in your best lifestyle. And as a reminder, hang out until the end for the mini photo shoot that I provide for you at the conclusion of this episode. And in today's episode, not only do we have 3 style inspirations for you, but I am going to give you some tips throughout this episode on how to shop responsibly, especially in this new political climate that we found ourselves in as of January 20th, a couple days ago from the time of this filming. Yes. So yes, I really do want to provide you with some helpful tips on how to best spread your monies going forward. Again, at least until the midterms, and we are not being stalked by these incoming tariffs and things like that. So yes, I want you to be able to still get your shop on, but not break the bank doing it. Because remember, I told you I wanted you to save, 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 at least through the midterms, right? Save, save, save. So let's get started, shall we, with that first style inspiration. Now, we are going really burgundy and purple with you today. And I have some real gems for you that I think you're absolutely going to love. Yeah, the first look that I have for you is this Chanel inspired number that I actually picked up from Marshall's about 6 months ago. This is actually a set, and it is by House of HARLOW. We know House of HARLOW. I have worn sets from and by House of HARLOW in the past. House of HARLOW is the brainchild, the brand by Lionel Richie's daughter, Nicole Richie, and I love her stuff. Now, I am not advocating that you shop Marshalls anymore, and you know why. We've discussed it in previous episodes. But it is a skort set, and it is heavy duty, really thick wool. I really love the texture, the construction, just everything about it. You saw the blue set that I have like this as well that I styled about a year ago for you. You know, all legs, all everything. You remember this set. You remember this set, right? But yes, isn't she beautiful? Look at the buttons on her and everything. And I really did style it up with jewelry that really did complement this jacket. Again, there is no collar. It's just a rounded collar there, but just really beautiful. Also, no buttons or anything on the sleeves, but it is completely lined, as well as the skirts that accompany this jacket. With this jacket, instead of the skirts, because it's cold outside, is it not cold outside? Y'all, look, you know I'm in Georgia, and it is cold outside. I'm from Colorado, and it's cold outside, right? But I went ahead and went with these SPANX. These SPANX are to die for. We all know, even on my petite 5'2", 128-pound frame, I still need some SPANX, okay? Because your girl still has a little bit of hail damage. I'm not going to even front about it. There is nothing perfect about this body. Nothing whatsoever. And we all love a great pair of SPANX to really pull things in and grab and snatch those buttocks, that tummy area, as well as the waist area, right? That entire waist area, shall we say. The thing that I really love about these is that they come up high on the waist, especially for me because I have a short torso, you know, so it comes up really substantially on me to really hide all of those imperfections. But these were wonderful. I got these on clearance, and I actually purchased these through Amazon. The shoes and handbag that I styled with this look, shoes and handbag, is this intrecciato. Yes, this dupe on the Bottega Veneta bag. Yes, the cassette bag. Look at her. Isn't she a thing of beauty? This is one of my dupes from Florence. Look, as I have said to you in the past, I defy you to find anything wrong with this bag. The stitching is impeccable. Look at her. I picked her up in the market in Florence. I have touted and spoke to you in episodes past about where I source all of my handbags from, my dupes, and I have no qualms about doing dupes as opposed to the real thing. As I have also touted and said in episodes past, I will never purchase a luxury high-end designer handbag unless it is gifted to me. And this beauty right here literally cost me 70 euro, which is the equivalent right now currently because the exchange rates change daily. But it would have been at the time maybe 75, 76 American dollars. So 70 euro, but 75, 76 American dollars at the time. 1,000% fine Italian leather. Yes, it is. It does come with a strap for crossbody shoulder wear, but of course I will never use her. Look at the quilting, the outstanding, wonderful, substantive quilting on this beauty. The stitching again is just impeccable. Yes. And it's just a thing of beauty. When I say quilting, it is really almost like a puffer. It is really so substantial, but this is wonderful. If you're coming on the tour, if you're in, yes, I'm still trying to entice you on this tour because I still have some seats, couple seats that I need to fill. But this is going to be, I'm telling you, this is going to be the tour of a lifetime. And if you're not there, I'm sorry. And then the heels that I went with are these Steve Maddens with the gold heel. And this gold heel also mimics that gold heel on the Lee sandal, the YSL Lee sandal, right? Which Steve Madden has done and is doing so very well. You know that I have the closed toe, more rounded, pointed slingbacks that mimic the Lee that Steve Madden also offered. And this is a take on that shoe, this patent leather, open toe here. It's more like a square rounded toe, but patent leather, again, leather, not a knockoff, not a faux material or anything. But don't they just marry beautifully with these SPANX? These are great, right? Just great. To finish that look off, I went with this over outer coat from H&M. I purchased this coat from H&M about a year ago, I think, and I got it on clearance. It was regular $170, and I actually got it for $45 on clearance. So yes, we want to shop for things that are going to sit in our wardrobe, that are going to transition well, quality items, right? And just really be mindful about the kinds of materials that you source in the products that you actually purchase. And I want to start by telling you, speaking of quality fabrics and materials, one of the reasons that that is very important now more than ever in this day and age is because we have corporations who don't give 2 cents about your health. They really do not. What do I mean specifically about that? For instance, I'll give you a perfect example. As someone who is in the gym constantly, and I wear a lot of gym attire, is being made from materials that have chemicals in them. You will find these types of materials in a lot of places like the Temus, the Sheins of the world. Yes, those places are inexpensive, but many of them are selling products. And this is not just clothing. This is the shampoos that we're using, the makeup that we're using, but they are endocrine disruptors. Endocrine disruptors are essentially chemicals put in products. Again, anything from clothing to makeup to shampoos to soaps, any of that. But chemicals that are put in products that interfere with your hormones. Your hormones are life. You have no quality of life if your hormones are out of whack, out of balance. There will always be something wrong with the proper functioning of the body if you are not careful about the kinds of materials that you are choosing to wear on your body. And workout wear in particular, those leggings, the tops that we wear, ladies, in the gym, which is really who I'm primarily concerned about, because Typically you see men in t-shirts and, you know, the baggier shorts. But if you're sweating profusely in the gym and then those materials dry on your body, those chemicals in those materials are being absorbed into the skin, into the body, and thereby disrupting your hormones, especially if you're going through the perimenopause, menopausal period, ladies, as I know many of us are that are watching and are viewers of this channel. You need to be concerned about that. So make sure the kinds of materials that you're looking for, that you are wearing on your person, are natural fibers. We want to go for the cottons. We want to go for the linens, you know, we want to go for the natural wools, things like that. Just be cognizant and ever present, ever aware of what you are putting on and in your body going forward. Look number 2. Look number 2, I am in love with this blazer. Now, I showed you this blazer in one of the last hauls that I did that I sourced from AliExpress from my main vendor that I work with there. And when I tell you this baby is butter, she is life. You could not tell me anything when I had this baby on. Look at the video. Tell me what you think about this blazer. I love the, again, whimsy and asymmetry of the blazer itself. As you can tell from the video, I'm trying to open the button here. It is just a work of art. It is so beautifully tailored, constructed. I love when, again, I can't say this enough as I've done in past episodes. I love it when a garment does its own thing and stands out and really just gives you something special to look forward to when you are wearing something that is different that not everyone else is wearing, right? And this beauty is a perfect example of that. Look how she cinches in the center here, yeah, to pull in the waist area, and then snaps close. One button closure here. But look at the gathering and the ruching that is done with this one button closure. Just fantastic. You've got your traditional buttons on the wrist area here, but I love how the lapel comes up higher on the chest because generally speaking, it cuts a bit lower, but this one cuts higher, which is perfect for me. I love the placement of the lapels here. But also another beautiful design feature on this blazer is that there are splits on the sides of the blazer, right? Look at that. She is just fantastic. There is no venting in the back because you have the venting that takes place on both sides of the blazer. So you have one fold here, and then you have a second fold there, as you can see in the video. Your traditional pockets here is just a feature. It's not a functioning pocket on the top, but I love it. Oh my God, how much do I love this jacket so much, this blazer so much. I want to buy it again. And the price point, not a problem. The price point, I paid $45 for this blazer on AliExpress. As of the time of this recording, they are still available. And of course, I'm linking it for you in the description. Yes. And what did I marry? What did I pair with this look? I went with these wonderful faux leather shorts from Amazon. These are made so well. These are beautiful. These are not functioning pockets. It's just a design feature here. It looks like pockets, but there aren't any there. There is a drawstring waist to it, substantial. It has this fit and flare waistband to it, almost like a boxing short, if you will. But it's so amazing. They are so amazing. There are, again, faux pockets on the back as well. But I purchased these on Amazon for $20. $20. And is the color not just divine? Love the color. As you can tell, I have some tights hanging from the hanger here that went beautifully with this entire look to pull it together. I was in my purple again and burgundy mood this go around. But what accessories did I go with for this look? I picked up some Steve Maddens here in a burgundy color. These are new and currently running. These just came on the market, I think maybe about a month ago. And I picked these up before the new year. I pre-ordered them. I wanted some heels this color. This filled a need. This shoe filled a need in my my collection, my shoe collection. I have other heels this color, but nothing that is a standard, traditional, classic closed toe with the point heel. I needed these. I really did. They are 100% leather. And at the time of this recording, the cost, they were not on sale or anything. They were $90, $95, and again, are still available at the time of this recording, but they're so beautifully made. And again, 100% leather. The handbag that I went with, I picked this beauty up at Amazon as well. I paid, supposedly, I don't think it's leather. It's not. It says it's leather. There's nothing that says that it is a faux leather in the description. Every part of the description says that it is actual leather, but I doubt that it is. However, I say all that to say this bag I picked up for $20 on Amazon. $20 on Amazon. At the time of the recording, they were still available. I will link them for you in the description below. But isn't this a wonderful look? Fantastic look. Moving on, I wanted to give you a couple other points about how to shop responsibly going forward. We talked about materials. And as I just said with this blazer, you want to source items, garments, shoes, whatever it is in your collection, your wardrobe, your closet that you are looking to buy or you currently have. Only hold on to those things or only purchase those things that are made of quality materials and construction. So again, you want things that are not just, again, as I said, with the whimsy of this jacket, the design features of the jacket, but you want to be in products and, goods that really do resonate with your spirit, right? But you want to make sure that they're well tailored, they're well crafted, and they are well made. So please, I really want you to try to avoid the Temus, a lot of like the fast fashion. And when I say fast fashion, to me, there are levels of fast fashion. Say that fast fashion. It's kind of like a tongue twister, right? But yes, there are certain stores, there are certain brands that I really want you to try to steer clear of. There are three in particular that I spoke of early on, those that are actually creating products that are heavy, and have had some legal issues with putting chemicals in their products, specifically in this instance, their clothing. So the Temus of the world, the Sheins of the world, Forever 21 are the top three. And the honorable mention is Fashion Nova. Yes, I want you, so let's say, for sake of argument, those four. I really do want you to consider not shopping at those retailers because either their garments are just not good. They don't hold up well. They're not well crafted. They're not well made. They're just for production line. Get it out and get it out. And oftentimes there are chemicals in those garments. There are less as of this new administration, the guardrails have been taken off. So if they were doing this prior to the new administration, imagine what they're getting ready to do once this administration, I think that some of them have already started. So many pieces of legislation as of the time of this recording, including executive orders by Joe Biden that he did just a month ago, were already rescinded, already reversed. So if that has already happened, imagine what is getting ready to happen. The guardrails are off with things like our clothing and our food and the products that we actually put in and on our bodies. So please consider that when you are purchasing anything that you're going to be purchasing, but in this instance, specifically your clothing. Take the time to buy quality items. Take the time to buy items that are well crafted, that are going to sit in your wardrobe for the long haul. Moving on to look number 3. Now, look number 3, I'm actually wearing the dress to this outfit, to this look. Yeah. Now, believe it or not, I purchased this from H&M. This is dress, and they actually came in 3 or 4 different colors at the time. My daughter and I were out shopping months ago, and we stopped in H&M, and which is technically also a fast fashion brand. The Zaras of the world, the H&Ms, the Mangos, they're technically fast fashion, but you can still find more quality products there, and you can still find materials that are chemical free and that are true natural materials like the wools and the linens and things like that. But be a label reader. Take the time to check the label just like you would on food and things of that nature. But I purchased this dress at H&M. It was on clearance. They were regular, I think $45, and I picked it up for $19. And because they were $19, I know I wear bodycon dresses like this often. These are great, excellent for layering, as you'll see here in the video that I've done. And they're just fantastic. I actually have it in this purple color. I have it in black, and I also have it in red. So yes, the super sucks you in. And I just want to point out, before we get into the rest of the look, there is a ruching here on the diagonal. Can you see that? As well as a ruching in the waist area here. So very forgiving, even though it's a bodycon. I really do like also when they're considerate and producers of garments, they take things like this into consideration, because we struggle many times, women do, with the little pudgy belly part there, that they build in little design features like that that are more forgiving and help to hide those kinds of worrisome body parts that all of us have issues with, right? So you have the ruching here on the right side, and then the ruching here on the left side of the dress. It is a maxi dress, as you can see from the video here. And what I did with this, I went all purple with the exception of the scarf that I did. So over this dress, I went with this blank NYC jacket that I have had in my wardrobe about 12, 13 years. Yes. I have had this 100% suede blank NYC bomber in my wardrobe for about 12, 13 years, and it's still in excellent condition. I also have it in pink. I bought them at the same time. They have lived and will sit in my wardrobe. As I have just said, if you buy garments that are excellently made at a great price point, as this jacket was at the time that I purchased it, again, 100% suede. It's a beautiful, well-constructed jacket that you don't need to purchase again. I already have one. I actually have this one in the pink as well as a natural smooth leather black. And I've never bought any other bombers of this size. I have other bombers that are faux fur lined, but this type of just straight bomber here in suede. Again, my black one is in a natural leather, a smooth leather, I should say. I've never replaced them. I've never gotten any others because these are excellent. Why do I need another one if these can live forever in my wardrobe? The booties that I went with, I did some Steve Madden booties that I have had about same time, I think maybe 12, 13 years for these booties. I love these. I will never get rid of them. Look at the heel. Do you see that here? Oh, tell me that heel is not fire. Are these heels not amazing? With this industrial metal heel. This heel is the same heel that is on my the ballet shoes that I have from Jeffrey Campbell that mimics is a dupe of the Jacquemus shoe, the ballet shoe. It's the same exact heel on it, but these again are from 12, 13 years ago. The the front portion of this booty is all suede. As you can see, it zips up on the instep here, but look at the quilting on the outside of the booty around the heel area. Aren't these fire? Yes. There's no quilting here at the bottom part, this wrap part around the heel there. This is a smooth satin. But then you have the quilted satin there that goes around the circumference of the heel area. Tell me these are not fire. Tell me these are not fire. And then the bag that I went with, the clutch, I went with my little oblong silver clutch. Yeah. This is another one of those items. I sourced it on Amazon, $25. It filled a hole in my wardrobe, though it is inexpensive. It is substantially made, comes with a chain for crossbody shoulder wear. I will never need to purchase another one of this type because it filled the need. I filled it. I don't need another one. Yeah. Just wasn't necessary. To finish this look off, I went with this scarf. I have also had this scarf. I purchased this scarf, ironically, at the same time that I purchased this suede bomber, the purple suede bomber, and the pink one as well. And the pink one is literally about this color here, this portion of the pink, because it's a gradiated scarf here. You can see, right? But it's all pink. It comes to like this purple area and then gradiates down again. But I have had this scarf about 12, 13 years as well. Yes, it's a beautiful scarf. You remember, this one is similar to, in terms of the weight and the design of this scarf is very similar to the one that I wore, the brown one that I wore with the trucker look and the wool oversized shirt and the boots, the croc boots that came up over the knee, as well as the one that I wore in the burnt orange color that was so beautiful. It had like a pink and burnt orange color scheme that went to it, but just wonderful, substantial. Love. Again, as I've said, I have tons of scarves in my collezione. Those were all of my looks, my three style inspirations for this episode. But before you go, I still wanted to leave you with some additional information about shopping responsibly. Number 3, please shop for your lifestyle. Please shop for your lifestyle. Are you someone who is an athlete? So you're in gym clothes a lot. Are you someone who is a corporate baddie? So you're in corporate clothing and attire a lot. Do not purchase items that do not work with your lifestyle. We have a tendency, because we're such voracious consumers in our society, and we are obsessed with, if we see someone else with something else on, we immediately want it, whether it works for our lifestyle or not, which is how trends happen and how we go overboard with trends. It's another reason why I struggle with my channel. I have lots of brands that reach out to me to do, hauls and things like that, to represent, be an ambassador for the brand. But I don't want to look like every other influencer. I really want to do my own thing. And that prevents my channel from growing at the same rate that every other channel of this type does, essentially, because to me, everybody looks the same. Everyone is being represented by the same brands. So I have said no to a lot of brands that I'm certain you know of. I am certain that you hear about. I'm certain a reel or two has crossed your Facebook and Instagram page from some of these brands, for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I say no to a lot of them because my wardrobe is full. I have had things that I have sourced literally for the past 20 years as a performer. And again, if I see something that I like, I buy it for sure. But as a former entertainer, as a former professional entertainer, I have a lot of things in my wardrobe already that worked with my lifestyle at the time. Now, because I also purge and do a gut job on my closet biannually, I make sure that I'm keeping things nice and tidy and neat in there. But my lifestyle has changed since I am not singing professionally anymore after 20 years. So I'm really being more intentional about what I buy at this point for the lifestyle that I have currently. So I'm asking you to do that, to consider that. Please keep in mind what your lifestyle calls for and not buy things just because they're trending. It can be tempting. I know. I have done it as well. I am not perfect, but just keep that in mind going forward. Be more mindful about what you purchase going forward, and just make sure it's something that can live and transition in your wardrobe year after year after year, that you can pull out after 10, after 15 years with no problem at all, right? The last thing that I would like to talk to you about is shopping for your body type and or shape. Shopping for your body type and or shape. So the shapes that we have are like the pear shape, we have an apple shape, we have an hourglass shape, right? Or you can be an amalgamation of any of those shapes. You know, oval, round, oval and round essentially would be the same thing. But you also have different body types, and essentially there are three of them. You have an endomorph, an ectomorph, and a mesomorph. A morph. Again, you can be an amalgamation of these three body types. And how do you determine what your body type is, right? Well, of course, you want to measure. You want to do certain types of measure, or measure certain parts of your body that will give you a great indication of what your body type is if you don't already specifically know. And because they actually come with a certain set of criteria. So for instance, the endomorph is usually a soft and round physique, yes, with a high body fat percentage, yeah? Again, soft and round physiques with a high body fat percentage. And this is generally like an apple shape, yeah? And then you have a mesomorph. A mesomorph is a well-built body with average muscle build. And I think I'm more of a mesomorph, really. And then you have the ectomorph, and an ectomorph is generally a thin person who is more lean with a faster metabolism. Again, you can be a combination of all three of these body types. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that information helped you. I hope it will be a guide for you. Again, just those 4 tips I just want to review with you quickly. First, you want to buy really materials that are good for the body and that are not endocrine disruptors. Again, endocrine disruptors interfere with your hormones. You want to choose well-tailored, well-crafted items in your wardrobe. You want to stay away from certain types of fast fashion retailers. Again, the garments are not made well. They oftentimes have chemicals in them, and they're just going to fall apart after wearing them once or twice. And then shopping for your lifestyle. What kind of profession are you in? What kind of interests do you have? Shop for your lifestyle and not for trends. And then what is your body type? Learn your body type. Learn your body shape and your body type. Yes. And you can do that through measuring. There's all sorts of information and different types of calculators and tests online that you can take to determine your specific body type and shape. So I wanted to leave you with a little note. I am leaving shortly to go back to Italy again to finalize once and for all everything for our tour. Yes, June 2025, June 9 through 15, 2025. It's going to be so awesome. But the reason that I tell you that this time is because I am going to come to you live from Florence, Italy, while we do a shopping excursion. So Sunday, February 15th, I will give you the time the closer we get, because again, there is a 6-hour time difference, and I'm not quite sure what time I'm going to do it. But a friend and I are going to take you on a little shopping trip while we do some shopping. And a couple of those places are on our itinerary for the tour. But there is a fabulous, fabulous mall that I went to the last time that I had not been to before. I'm taking you back to that mall. Sunday, February 16th, we are doing a shopping excursion with you live from Florence, Italy. So mark your calendars. Yes. And I wanted to leave you with the results of my hair poll. Yeah. Overwhelmingly in the comments, many of you said the bob would look great. Many of you said, absolutely, the bobs are fire. They're wonderful. But overwhelmingly, either you guys said X-nay in the NA, do not cut your hair. Do not cut your hair. If you're itching to try a bob, try a wig first. So I am following your leadership. I am following your advice. And I think I might try some wigs first before I actually do a chop. I like my hair. I really do. I love it. Again, as I said, one of the reasons I love it is because I can be flexible with it. I can do pretty much anything I want with it. But primarily, I like it long because I'm in the gym a lot and I can just wrap it up in a ponytail and go. So I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to try some wigs out first before I consider cutting it. Thank you to everyone who chimed in, who gave your opinion. They were great suggestions. And because it was and many of you said that you love the bun that I do in the back because, you know, it's so clean and it's classy and it's sophisticated, which is exactly why I love it. But of course, you know, I like to wear it down from time to time or again in the free flowing ponytail. But I appreciate you all for giving your opinion and your feedback. And you gave me a great answer and I am going to take your advice. I also would like to ask you all, if you have any friends or family that you think would enjoy or benefit from watching my channel, please ask them to come and follow. Please ask them to subscribe. If they're not on YouTube, at least ask them to head on over to my Instagram channel and follow me there. I'm just trying to grow. I am just trying to grow. I did not expect that things would take off as they have. But in order for my channel to be of monetary benefit to me without me asking you all for money, which is what I don't want to do, the more subscribers you have, the more your monetary payments are from YouTube. Yes. So I really want to rely on that and not so much brands. As I said earlier, I would prefer not to be an ambassador or look like every other influencer, or I just don't, I want to choose. I want to be able to choose my own path and how I show up here for you all week in and week out. And the way that you can help me is by whomever you know. Call your sister girl, call your mama, call your sister friend, whoever it is, your actual sister, whomever it is that you have a wonderful relationship with that you think would benefit from watching my channel, ask them to come on over and subscribe to Suits Souls by EPP. So thank you so very much, Muses, for joining me on another episode of Suits Souls by EPP. And if you're not already doing so, please hit that like and subscribe button for notifications on all new episodes and tell a friend. But until we meet again, a bientôt, Muses. Bye.
Double leather, labels a squick, rich mocha hue, melanin